So as a photographer and a business owner, how do you start coming up with these product ideas? What goes through your head and how and what's important in doing that?
Well, I ask them a lot of questions. And, from the style of their home, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of get a feel, like to figure out, do they like gallery wraps? Do they like things that are more, matte glass frame? Just to kind of get a good vibe for them. And then we have to figure out whether they like things that are symmetrical or asymmetrical. That's like a big thing. I mean, I love asymmetrical, but some clients can't handle that. And, level of investment is something that we want to talk about, because if they aren't making a large investment, then we can't, be coming up with these crazy, awesome ideas of, giant pieces to go above the couch, if that's not something. So there are lots of little components, and I want to know, how they want to feel when they see these images. Sometimes people want a documentation of what a family looks like, and they want everybody looking at the camera smiling this perfect smile. And sometimes people don't want that, but they don't know how to achieve anything but that. So I need to help them understand, okay, well, maybe this image that you are envisioning in your living room is more of a moment you guys are having. Okay, well, let me show you some moments from other families so you can kind of feel, like, do you connect with the way this outdoor stuff looks? Do you connect with the way when we're, doing something that's much more high-key contemporary? Do you like it better when we shoot this way? So all of that during the consultation kind of really drives what happens in that product design process. So we end up with something that they just love every time they look at it.
So when you thought about what to carry in your studio, how do you relate that product to that brand? Like when you decided to carry watercolor prints, you have these beautiful watercolor, and they're right behind you. They're watercolor prints with beautiful torn edges in a shadow box, float mounted off the background.
Right.
How did you decide that that's what you wanted to carry and that it was, synonymous with your brand?
Well, honestly, right before we had our brand shift, my client base was starting to shift to an upper level. And they were coming in and not finding a lot they could connect with.
Really?
Because they had a lot more discretionary income than my larger client base at the time. And they felt like things that were more composite print type stuff felt really cheap. And so I had to take a step back and go,
composite print, just clarify for me. What does that mean?
Multiple images on one
one
thing.
So like a storyboard or something like that. Okay.
They felt like that was really cheap. And I think that has to do with the fact that the market growing so fast and a lot of people offering that at such cheaper prices than I was. And so they were lumping that idea together. So that means cheap, it means target, it means low end. And for them, this grouping of clients was used to more artwork that might be, paintings or museum prints, and it needed to feel that way, and I didn't have a lot of that. And I loved it, but I didn't know at the time that, if I had enough in my client base that would actually take advantage of that. And so I started introducing a couple of pieces, and it was funny because people would come in and they would go, oh, I love that. I love the way that looks. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. They love this. Okay, and this is more expensive, and it looks more expensive.
It does,
and it has to be more expensive, because it costs so much more to produce it. And so that was how we did it. We knew it was a need. I think that the way things are happening in this whole digital world, people are kind of getting back to that old school kind of mentality, printed artwork, and although, don't get me wrong, I know we have all this digital stuff over here, but people that have more discretionary income and that want nice things want it to be really nice.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that it is really nice if they're going to spend that kind of money on it. So, it feels more, I don't know, like you could see it in a museum hanging somewhere.
You totally